Good morning. Okay, so you're very welcome. So, first thing, let's take the arms out. Let's wrap the arms around. Just try to get the hands on the ribs rather than up on the shoulders of the arms. So you can take deep breaths into the ribs. And you're breathing into the whole rib cage in a sense of the whole thing, all the sides expanding and pulsing as you breathe. Move a little through the shoulders or shrugging. So as you shrug the shoulders, you get to feel into the sides of the ribs, all of that space getting longer and fuller. Sense of the bum kind of pressing down into what you're sitting in. So that creates a lift in the lower back. Even the elbows lifting to kind of open up the front of the body a little bit more. We could arc a little bit to one side so we breathe into the lengthening of the other side. Just decompressing the body, all these inclinations and practice or patterns that tighten us up and restrict us. And not that there's anything wrong with any of that. It's all part of being a human being. There's contraction and there's expansion. And the invitation is to begin to create balance, and in some ways it's like summer and winter, the two of them coexist. But in terms of being able to kind of unfurl ourselves and have these practices that allow us to unfold a little and open up a little and drop a little deeper within ourselves into that place that can hold the whole experience with a little bit more grace or a little bit more poise. And this is our practice. And of course, as always, as we begin, we're meeting ourselves. This is our practice. As we begin, we're becoming receptive to whatever it is that's moving through us this morning. One of the reasons we try to do this early in the day, even the first thing, is in a sense before the outer world and all of the noise that's going on has its effect on us. We get to drop into this place within ourselves and tune into that space, know that space. And it builds a resilience in us. It builds a capacity then to be able to go out and meet the world and in some way hold to that central place, that steadier place within ourselves. Or even if we are pushed around, in a sense, if we are swept by the wind, we have some quality of perspective on that kind of goes, okay, I'm being pushed around, but this is just the moment, and this too will pass. Okay. So we're sitting as comfortably as you can. If you need to adjust at any point, feel free to do that, as I'm doing now. And then close your eyes and begin by bringing your attention to your breath. If you can breathe through your nose, do that. If not, no big deal. And the attention is at the entrance to the nose if you're breathing through your nose, or the mouth if you're breathing through the mouth. And if you have some other way of breathing, congratulations. Let the attention come to the breath. So that through this attuning to the breath, there is this invitation to begin to drop in. And of course, and I've said this before, that in that process of quietening, of cultivating that quietness, we are going to meet what's noisy. And invariably that's challenging or uncomfortable. And the game is, can part of you notice that moment, that experience, that feeling, and kind of go, okay, this is just part of it. I know this is coming. I knew this was coming. I've experienced this before. It'll come and it'll go, and that's okay. That's what happens. So we're breathing now in for 4 and out for 4. Slow, easy breath. In for a count of 4, Out for a count of 4. Stay with your breath. In for 4, out for 4. So could we continue to inhale for 4 and try exhaling for 6? So really slowing down the exhalation. Keep going with the breath. Stay with the breath. Inhale for 4, exhale for 6. Stay with this breath, but bring a pause, 2 seconds, more or less, in between each breath, in between the inhalation and the exhalation, and the exhalation, the inhalation. Just a gentle pause between each breath, and then a softness as you begin each breath. Keep going, nearly there. And after the next exhalation, let the breath return to its natural rhythm. Just noticing the breath as it is. Staying with the breath. And let's just take 3 deep breaths here. 3 deep inhalations. Filling up as much as you can, letting the body sit up as you fill up. 3 of those deep breaths. And as you finish that last exhalation, we'll let the hands come together in front of the heart. And let the attention be in that space of the heart, that space in the chest, just to notice that space. So may our practice this morning allow us to have a sense of this space. This is, in a sense, the center of our being, that heart space. The center of our deepest meaning, of our sense of worthiness, those higher emotions, love, compassion, gratitude, discern into that space. And then to ourselves and to each other, we'll bow. Beautiful. Good work, guys. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.